Right then, hello and welcome back to the finale of Max Power Racing. We only have one more championship to do now, and that is of course the High Performance Pro class. As always, we only start off with one car available, but this championship is actually incredibly easy to win. The Toyota Celica has four-wheel drive, obviously. Let's have a look at the car stats. And with that, he has a top speed of 139 miles an hour, 0 to 60 in 6.5, so he may not have the acceleration, but he is great at handling. So we can actually outmatch the faster machines. So yeah, this championship should be won fairly easy, unlike the the GTI Pro class where we had the Toyota Corolla that I had to go through twice. So yeah, with that, let's get on then with the first race at China Track 2. And here we are then for race number 1, or stage 1 of 10 for the Pro class. And we're underway. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the reverse track of the China stages. I can never really seem to be consistent with my finishing positions on this track. Regardless of what car I'm driving, I just end up sucking at it straight away. And of course, the slidiness of the car. Not as bad as the Marcos, mind you. I mean, because this is four-wheel drive, you can get a bit more grip during the corners, as you can see. The car doesn't want to slide all the time. Oh, and there's the Max Power project. So he's come a cropper, it looks like. Which is good, because he is our main rival for this championship. Of course, he's the fastest car. Well, he isn't the fastest car. That would be the other Marcos, the blue one. Oh. Being pushed around left, right, and centre. So I think the Marcos is actually leading. But he's not the brainiest AI in this field. He does like to make a lot of mistakes, and he does crash out an awful lot, especially on the tighter stages. The AI really can't control his speed. There he is. Oh, and it looks like the Ford's gone off. Yep, he's spun. So yeah, our the fastest car in this field is of course the blue Marcos, but he's not really much of a problem at all. So we really got to worry about the Ford Escort or the Max Power Project 2000. But he's spun off, so he's not a problem at all. And we're keeping up with the Marcos as well. So you're going to find on, I think it's the China Stage 3 that we race on later on in this championship, the Marcos really can't take some of the corners. He gets stuck on one of the grass embankments, and there he stays for the entire race, because the AI pathing of that car is just not great at all. And you can see he struggles with the tighter corners. We can catch up a little bit, but he does pull away with the acceleration. We go flying. So even if we come second to the Marcos, I really don't mind. Not at this stage anyway, because we can catch up later on in the championship. And he's pulling away. He's up to 0.2 of a kilometre. Again, that's absolutely fine. Nope, stay off the walls. I don't think we're being caught by the Ford either. I think he's dropped back a little bit. But like I said, even though the Celica is way underpowered for this championship. Oh, and there you go. The Marcos has spun it. So we've got past him. But yeah, even though the Celica is way underpowered for this championship, we're able to just blitz past on most of the races, because we can carry more speed than the faster cars can. So for me, this championship is incredibly easy to win. Even though it's the last one in the game, it's the easiest of the lot. Actually, no, that's not true. The easiest one is, of course, the first championship, when you can literally win every single race in Nissan Micra, which I've already demonstrated, literally. So, yeah. Coming up to the end soon. And we'll score our first victory, it looks like. Yeah, miles ahead. We're 0.3 of a kilometre ahead of second place. Oh no, it's gone down to 0.1. Come on, get to the end. And there we go. Winner, winner, chicken gravy. And there we go then. So this is what the points look like at the moment. Then we get the max points of 10. The Marcos Mantis, as I mentioned, is not great. Fastest car in this championship, but he finished last. The Max Power Project 2000, though, finished second, and the Toyota Supra was third. So, yeah, this bodes well for the remainder of this championship. As we go to the next track then, USA track number 3. And here we are then for stage 2. Now, this one should be a fairly easy victory for us. The AI really don't know how to navigate around this track, and the last time that we raced here, every single one of the AI fell off into the water and retired. So I'm hoping that similar happens this time round. Although I'm not, I'm not fussed if it doesn't, but we'll see. Anyway, the Max Power Project Ford Escort pulls out into the lead. Again, I'm not too concerned at the moment. 3 laps around here is absolutely fine. And if the Marcos Mantis wins, then that's great for us because he finished last in race number 1. So even if we finish second and the Ford Escort fails to finish, then we'll still keep our championship points lead. As long as we navigate this stage properly. Oh, and one of them, you could hear that then, the engine notes rose from the car behind. So he's gone off into the water. So just got to be very careful, especially on these parts with the floaty physics as well. The car will fly off the cliff. Oh, and there you go. I'm in the lead now. So the Ford Escort did indeed retire from the race. So yeah, that's what I mean about this stage. The AI are a bit dumb. They really don't know how to navigate this stage. And if you keep an eye on the kilometers at the top, if that disappears altogether, then that means all the AI have retired, and I can just, have a mosey on victory for the rest of the race. So there you go. So yeah, at least that's a plus point about this game. The AI do make mistakes and they can retire. Unfortunately though, they do still continue to earn points even though they've retired from the race. Unlike you, if you do retire, I think I mentioned this before, if you retire, then you don't get any points for that race at all. The AI carry on getting points for their relative positions, which is a bit of a pain, but there you go. But yeah, I think that is why the USA stages are my favourites of the entire game. They're just really, really fun to drive, a bit of a challenge as well, and you can really get an easy victory because the AI are just a little bit dumb when it comes to these tracks. So pulling out, well, not a huge lead. It was 0.4, then it dropped down to 0.2. Now I think this little section here is the most difficult on the entire stage because they have like little dips on the side. And if you clip that with your tyre, then you can go flying. So I'm just going to navigate this very cautiously. The bloke in second still hasn't made any mistakes just yet. Still early days. Oh, he's right on our chuff though. I believe that might actually be the Mantis. Can't be too sure. Oh, what are you doing? No, replace the car please. I didn't want to risk going off into the drink. But yeah, climbing up on some of the scenery and then sliding off into the water. That's another thing as well. The button to replace the car back onto the track, it doesn't always work. So you have to tap it so many bloody times, and then it decides, oh right, yeah, you want to replace your car back onto the middle of the track. But by that point, sometimes that has happened where I'm going to fly across the scenery. Great. Yeah, see, I'm pressing the button to replace the car and nothing was happening then. But yeah, sometimes you fly off the track into the drink and you can't replace the car. It's really annoying. It's hit and miss whether you can actually get it to work or not. So at least we know 2 other cars are still in the race. We got the Toyota Supra that we just passed, and I think it was the ZX that got past us as well, I'm not sure. He's not that far ahead, only 0.1, well no, 0.2 of a kilometre now. Power slide it, it's fine. Now, I don't know about you, but I was watching the 4 Hours of Spa the other day, and there is something that happens during live motorsports or endurance races or just motorsport in general that really gets on my nerves. And that's whenever there's a battle on the track, someone passing for position, they then turn the camera on the pit box and they show the guys in the pits and their reactions. We don't really care about the reactions of the blokes in the pit box. We want to see what's going on track. And they do that all the time, especially at the British touring cars as well. Oh, there you go, and he's gone flying off. Yeah, they do it as well, especially on the title fight, on the last race of the British touring cars. It goes down to the wire. They keep showing the camera on, like, the family of the driver that is leading the race, or the championship leader, or this, that, and the other. It's like, come on, we don't care about what they're looking like in the pits. We want to see what's going on out on the track. But they do it all the time, and endurance races especially, if there's like an LMP2 battle going on. And then they just show some of the pit guys stood around biting their fingernails. Like, come on. We don't want to see that. We want to see the battle going on the circuit at the moment. But, yeah, it's a bit bloody annoying. I wish they'd stop doing it, to be honest. But not every car retired on this one, so it looks like we're going to get a victory at least. And one of the slower back markers is going to get at least some good points. It's not going to cause any concern for us, though. And there we go, another victory, hooray! So there we go, another victory, gives us 20 points so far in the standings, but look at the Max Power Project and the Marcos Mantis. They were 5th and 6th, so they were the first 2 to retire during the race. Anyway, 8 races remaining, anything can happen as we go to the next one, which is going to be UK Track 2. And here we go then, this is another one of my firm favourites, the UK stages especially, and away we go. Nothing in the way of pitfalls, as we all come to know and love. But, yeah, this track, lovely and fast. And with this car, especially with the not-so-sensitive handling, you can really pick up some good speed going around these fast sections. If the car doesn't decide to slide a little bit. Probably the Ford Escort behind, or the Mantis. Oops, excuse me. Oh, I went to the wrong section. Alright then. Okay, replace the car. That was a bit of a mistake. Not clever. Yeah, the secondary section is open should you take it, but you know it's long. It's a lot longer than the actual track itself, so it's a bit pointless. As there's a bit of a pile-up going on with the Max Power Project, the Supra, and the Evo. But from making that mistake, and we're still back up into second again, so it's not bad at all. And there is a leader. And we're just going to skim past him as well, I think. Yeah, get out of the way. And there we go. See, this track, very easy to actually win on. And this is one of the tracks, actually, that the Marcos Mantis has a problem with, and we actually will probably lap him. especially when you get off the asphalt section and go into, say, the rally stage area. He tends to congregate around there and just can't get going at all. Very strange. Now, as I mentioned in the previous episode, there is a bonus car you can race with, which I will show off at the end of this championship when we've won it. That you cannot select at all during the game. It is purely a one-off. And the race that you can take part in with him, there's not even a replay function at the end either. So it is literally just a one-off race. You finish the race and that is it. Nothing else happens. But it is quite nice that they did add it into the game, even though you do have to use a cheat code to unlock him. But it's quite nice that they added it in regardless. There we go, onto the final lap. And another new lap record. Ooh, shattered me rear window. And yeah, you can see, you know, a 0.5, 0.6 of a kilometer, 0.7. Oh, it's going up and up and up. 0.8. 0.7, so yeah, they've definitely come a cropper on this one. So this will boost us to 30 points. There we go, 1 kilometer lead. How marvellous. Oh. Back onto the rally stage. And we didn't actually catch up with the Marcos Mantis, so maybe he's learning after all this time. Well, we've lost that kilometer lead though. It's down to 0.5, so even though we didn't go that slow, the slowdown catch-up boost of the AI definitely coming into effect. But it doesn't matter because we've got the victory. 3 wins out of 3 so far, 7 races to go. And there we go then, so another victory boosts us to 30 points now, so we're now 16 points ahead of the Max Power Project, who finished 2nd overall, and Marcos Mantis, though, did again finish in 6th. So yeah, we go on to the next race then, and it is Norway, Stage 3. And here we go then, Stage 3. Let's get it underway, and off we go. Now hopefully we'll have the grunt to be able to keep the lead and to navigate past some of the sharper sections. Again, Norway is not one of my favourite destinations in this game, but this track in this car, it is doable. It's a lot more fun. You can really slide the car out on the icy sections compared to what we were using before and really struggling. And it's a case of once you get the lead, it is, you know, you can really pull out quite a hefty gap from 2nd place. But so far, only keeping a lead of about 1.1 of a kilometer. And the best thing is, because this car is 4-wheel drive, going off on the side doesn't really slow you down as much as it would do, say, in a rear-wheel drive car. So you can still carry that extra speed even if you go off, which is always nice. Oh, there's the Ford. Yeah, so sadly it looks like we could lose this race because of the Ford's just, you know, out and out top speed, which we really can't match. In this thing, this is the slowest car in this class. So yeah, we're not really going to match the top end of the Max Power project, but if he keeps making mistakes like that and then me just in sympathy, making mistakes as well, then we could have a shout victory. Nicely done. Squeeze him into the wall if possible. Like so. And there we go. Now if we can do that for the next couple of laps, then that'll be fine. Actually, let's put it on full beam so we can see what's coming up ahead. And crash the car almost immediately. Well done, me. Oh, and there's a mantis as well. Now, let's put it back to regular. Oh, couldn't see where I was going. That'll be a good challenge, just to turn the lights off completely and try and navigate your way through the stage. Yeah, well done. Oh, no, off we go again. Now, even though we had that bit of a mistake, the leaders aren't really pulling away that fast. I mean, it's still, well, 0.1 to 0.0 of a kilometre, and there they are just up ahead. So it's a case of don't count your chickens just yet. Unless, of course, we really botch one of the corners and they just fly away, never to be seen again. Oh, no, the car getting a little bit unsettled on the snow and ice. So yeah, even the 300ZX managed to get past, but that is to be expected on the straights. Because like I said, they do outpace us on top end speed. Come on, stop bouncing around and get a move on. Okie dokie. Well, it looks like we're going to finish in the second half of the 6-car field, which I don't mind. We've still got a nice lead in the standings as the Mantis once again struggles. Oh, and tries to take us out. And he does so quite impressively. Oh, and they've all crashed. Okay. There we go. Right, back up into second. Oh, my word. Yeah, the Ford Escort has got a 0.8 of a kilometre lead. So, I don't think we're going to win this one somehow. Second place, though, could be ideal. I hope. No, don't. Oh, for God's sake. Again, that is one of the worst things about this game. You get on a slight little bit of embankment and the car just... it flies. It does this weird slide thing. It's weird. Can't stand it at all. That's not how physics works. There we go. You get off. So the Max Power project is going to win once the kilometers disappears at the top. Then he's already crossed the start-finish line. It shouldn't be too long now until that disappears. But we'll still get a nice second place, which is good. Still another 6 points. That'll give us a total of 36. There we go. Time's disappeared at the top, so he's already crossed the start-finish line. Radiators. No, they can't even be seen. And there we go then. That, as they say, is that. Not too bad. So we're being consistent. So there we go then, 36 points to 24 from the Max Power project and the Nissan 300ZX. Tied for third at the moment with the Supra on 13 points, and he got the Lancer Evo 5 with 11 and the Marcos Mantis bringing up the rear on 007. So next race then is going to be Monaco Track 2. And here we go then. And off we go. Now, I'm not too concerned about this track, even though the Mantis will probably squeeze past. Well, he's going to try anyway, we're just going to block our line. We can actually carry more speed through the corners, believe it or not. Even though we're in a slower car, we have a lot better handling because it's four-wheel drive. And we can carry more speed through the corners than, for example, the Mantis or the Ford Escort. Especially up here when they tend to go wide and flying off into the scenery. Thank you very much for demonstrating that. And they do that pretty much every single lap, and we're able to take advantage of their downfalls and just blitz on past and hopefully get an easy victory on this track. This section here, the tight right-hander, they do get it wrong as well, go into the walls and come to a dead stop. It's alright to just graze off the wall. It doesn't slow you down too much if you get it on the right angle. The only difficult part of this track is this bit here. Oh, you can see, yeah, you sometimes get it wrong. Mantis has taken the lead, but he is like 10,000 years back in the point standing, so I don't really mind. Is that the Ford Escort? Trying to get past? No, it is the 300ZX. Which don't really mind. Mantis has pulled out a 0.3 of a kilometre lead. There you go, you can see how smooth we can take that corner. Oh. Is that the 300ZX still coming up on the side? And it is. Oh, you git. Where is he? Get off. They do like to try it on quite often. That's a good thing about this game. The AI do like to fight back, and they can actually cause a couple of moves to push you out the way or to block you or just to crash you completely. Which is good. They're not just stuck to one line. Got to get this corner spot on this time. Nope, messed it up again. Kind of reminds me of that underground section on Gran Turismo with the special stage Route 11. Oh, no you don't. Ah, son of a bitch. Right, he's going to go up the cliff face, that's fine. So I did mention about getting an easy victory on this track. It looks like that the AI have actually outmatched me this time. even with our superior handling. No, Ford's gone again. Get out the way. The Marcos Mantis has pulled out a kilometre lead. Oh, stay off the side. Oh well, not a problem. Like I mentioned, the Marcos is last in the point standings anyway, so he's only going to be up to 17 points after this race. And we'll extend our lead even more to 42. So yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, he's already crossed the start-finish line and finished the race. So yeah, we'll have a 42-point lead over the Ford Escort, or the Max Power project. That's better. And there we go, another race completed, and another second place. And there we go then, 42 points to 28 as we go into the next race. 5 races remaining, and the next one is China, track 3. And here we go then. Now, this is a track I was mentioning that the Marcos Mantis has a problem with. Near the end of the lap, there's a left-hander with a grass bank on the right. He tends to get stuck on that grass bank, and it's happened a couple of times last time we've raced here, but I'm not sure if he's going to do it this time round, but if he does, you'll probably see. If he doesn't crash out before then. Oh, and he's crashed out. Okay. So, there you go. We're not going to see it just yet anyway. The Ford Escort being a pain as always. Hopefully he'll crash out as well. Or not. I do like this little mini section. Unfortunately, though, so does the Ford Escort by looks of it, because he's pulling away. Oh, God, forgetting where the corners are. And this is the corner that the Marcos Mantis does like to screw up. Not even a difficult corner, it's just a flat-out left-hander. And that is coming up to the end of the first lap. Hooray! Now, if only we can catch up to the bloody Ford. Put it on full beam, so we can at least see what's coming up in the front of the track. Oh, and he's crashed, so we're going to take the lead from him. Thank you very much. And he's just going to bash me out of the way. Thank you very much for that, you bloody ignoramus. Go on, get out of the way. Now, just literally tap the throttle around this section, and you should get around no problem. The car will slide a little bit, though, because he doesn't like these conditions that much. But because of the four-wheel drive system, you can actually power the car around quite easily. He does feel quite nimble as well. Oh, no, 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 don't roll it. Come on. There we go. Oh, God, that is so annoying, especially when it does that right near to the water's edge. And is the Marcos stuck on the side? No, he's not. I think he is learning. Oh, there goes the Ford, though. Oh, come on, don't start flying through the air now. Get a move on. And like that, the forward pulls away, and yeah, we probably won't catch up to him now. Unless he crashes in this section, which he sometimes does. Oh, it looks like he may have done a little bit. Ideally, what I'd like him to do would be to fly off into the water, but that's not going to happen. Or maybe he will. I don't think he went off into the water, but he did spin. So that's a plus. No, come on. Oh my god, once the car starts sliding, you can't really get it back. Just taking it careful around this section compared to what happened last time. No, ooh, that was close. That could have ended in disaster. Luckily, the replace car button actually worked this time. Ah, there's a Mantis. Oh no, it's a Supra this time. He's got stuck on that bit. Oh well, so at least the Supra is also not immune to mistakes. And there we go then. That is another victory wrapped up for the next track. Hooray! So we've increased our lead a bit more now, 52 points to 34, which isn't too bad at all. The Nissan 300ZX in third, and the Marcos Mantis currently in fourth overall with 18 points. He finished sixth in that race, so he must have retired. Anyway, let's get on then to the next race, which is going to be USA Track 2, another one of my firm favourites. And here we go then. So this one shouldn't be of any concern to us. We should win this one quite easily. As we get underway. Max Power Project directly behind. That's absolutely fine. At least we can see where we're going now because it's in the afternoon daylight. A nice hefty thump up the rear. Yeah, that's the thing I like about the Celica. Once you can get the car sliding sideways, you can keep control of it, unlike some of the other cars that you drive during this game. Now, will the AI manage to survive going through this track, I wonder? We'll soon find out. Give him a little push out the way. And this time we're going left. Another section that the AI gets wrong. They keep flying into the barriers at top speed. Under the land bridge. That's good. We pulled out a little bit of a lead now, 0.3 of a kilometre, which is good. Increasing the lead, 0.4. Now it's dropped down a little bit more, down to 0.2 again. There are some little details in this game that I never really noticed until very recently when I was doing the full game playthrough, or the drive-through. And that's like the little planes you see in the distance there in the sky. You get little biplanes flying over, or even on the first Africa stage, you get a little hot air balloon flying overhead. I never noticed that before. So little tiny details, even in this day and age, I'm still finding and realizing that they do exist. It's like, holy crap. Except for the fighter jet on the UK stages, because that was just too bloody loud and you can just hear it more than you can see it. Final lap, and a new lap record, hooray. Back through the coal mining town, or whatever that's supposed to be. Little saloon area. I don't think we've had any retirements on this race so far. Oh, almost. I prematurely pressed the replace car button, but I knew for a fact we were going to go flying off into the drink if I hadn't. So, yeah, that was lucky. Didn't lose the lead though, which is good. Oh, no, don't do that. That's bad. That's bad. Come on, get a move on. I don't think that is the Max Power project behind. I think that's the 300ZX. I think we'll see when we come to the end of the race anyway. Yeah, that's the 300ZX, but we get another victory, so hooray! And there we go, 62 to 36 points. The 300ZX was indeed in second place, and the Marcos Mantis once again finished last because he did retire. So yeah, we can, if we win the next race, then we can't be caught and we are the champions. So yeah, we'll just get on then. UK track number 3. And here we go then. And off we go. Once again, another fairly straightforward stage, which you've already seen multiple times. Except for here, when we take a right-hander going into the forest. And again, I always miss that corner. Oh, and so does the 300ZX, who's come a cropper. Come on, get out of the way. I think everyone crashed in that corner, which is good. Gives us a tiny little bit of leeway to actually pull out a lead of some description. Okay, so that is the most difficult section done anyway. Oh, come on. No, don't you start playing silly buggers now. Just get a move on. Alright, take the left path first. And take the right path on the next lap. Hooray, lap 1 complete, and a lead of 0.2 of a kilometre. There it is. Oh, I missed it again. Almost. Come on, get a move on. Very similar to that of Total Driving when it comes to the little shortcuts that they open up on these stages. Back into the deforestation area in the Welsh hillsides. I'm assuming this is based in Wales, these stages, but I'm not sure. It just says UK, so, you know. It could be the Scottish mountains, it could be the Scottish forests, it could be the forest in the Midlands, it could be in Wales, who knows. Oh. Well done, mate. Right, go and take the right path. And look at the lead we've got at the moment. 0.5 of a kilometre. Over second place. Oh, and there's a man. I told you he does start acting up on one of these stages and we end up lapping him. And he's spun it again. So yeah, he's just not very good on the UK stages, it seems. But that's good because any of the cars coming up behind him will just crash into him regardless. Alright, let's get this corner right this time. Yay, there we go. I learnt my lesson from the previous 2 laps. Oh, no, don't go into the one. No! You son of a bitch. Wow, okay, that is the first time I've retired on that stage. My car just flew over the barrier into the lake. I was trying to press the bloody, the recover the car button, but it wouldn't have none of it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We've won the championship because we're leading 62 to 40 points. So, yeah, we can't be caught now anyway. That is such a pain in the backside. Anyway, second from last stage then, the penultimate stage, Norway, track 2. I am still really perplexed by that. That is just... wow. Okay. Anyway, off we go then. Penultimate stage. And you can see we didn't get any points for that race either, but the AI do when they retire, which is really... whoa! Off we go then into the stars. Okay then. Well, ET phone home, eat your heart out. I think I was going back to my home planet on that one. Oh, and there's a Marcos Mantis. He's crashed. So has the Evo. But here they come again, because, yeah, they always try and... oh, for God's sake. See, look, I cannot get the car back on track. It will not work. That is one thing that I really can't stand about this game, is that you get on a slight embankment, you cannot drive it back onto the track. Bloody annoying. But anyway, I don't really mind, to be honest, if we don't win the next 2 races, because, well, we've won the championship anyway, so it doesn't make no odds to me. In fact, what I could do, I could just get through 1 lap and then just retire from the race, and then we can get back to the option menu and carry on with the final race and finish off the championship and the game. But I'll probably persevere with it, you know what I'm like. God, that has really cheesed me off with that UK stage. See, even he's stuck on the side of the track. He's just crashing into the side for some weird reason. Oh, we're up into 5th, or 4th even, so... Unless someone's retired, I don't think that's even possible. I don't know. Ooh. How odd. Oh, well, I'm not complaining. That's still, you know, 2 points, 3 points, something like that. 3 points. Oh, I didn't go flying again. No worries. There is a shortcut here as well. I might as well show this off while I'm here. Just go there. But there is a little bit of a lake there, so if you go too wide, you can actually fall in and retire from the race. And it's actually slower. To go through the shortcut, it's slower than going the normal way around. Which is a bit superfluous, but there you go. Now, we're not going to get a top 3 because we're 0.7 of a kilometre behind. But a 4th place finish is still fairly good. A nice fistful of points. We're gaining ever so slightly. I mean, it's gone down to 0.5 and 0.6. So, who knows? Oh no, it's gone back up to 0.7 again. Alright, ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about. See if we can go through here flat out. Usually... Oh no, I spun it. Oh well. Yeah, there's a little incline there, and sometimes if you go over it, you jump. And you just go flying. Well, we're still in 4th. I'm actually curious now if someone's actually retired from this race. Because I don't remember going past 5th place. I remember going past the Marcos. I'm sort of like stuck on the embankment, but not unless one of the AI flew over the barriers and came a cropper. I don't really know. Oh, he's going to go sliding into the water as well. Come on. Gonna move on. Can I see anyone behind? Nope. Now, of course, the last stage of this championship comes from Monaco again, which is the Monaco Track 3. I don't really know if I'm actually going to complete that stage or not. I might just end the championship so we can get to the finale sooner, but I don't really know. I'll see when we get to it. We're on the last lap on this one anyway, so it's only one more race and then we can all be done with max power racing forever. Finally. So I'm not even using my brakes now, I'm just flinging it into the corners. Just want this race to be finished. It's surprising how long some of these stages can be, yet some of them are really bloody short, like the stages at Monaco. Oh, and there we go, flying, and there we go. I was going to say, I better not put us on that secondary path again, but no, that one's blocked off, so we can't go on there anyway. And there we go then, that is the penultimate race done. Finishing 4th, not too bad. And there we go then, so we increased our lead. Well, we didn't really increase it. We got a 65-point lead now over 46 of the Nissan 300ZX. In fact, it's a tie for 2nd place with the Max Power Project and the 300ZX. The Marcos Mantis finished 6th and the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 5. So, yeah, last race then, as I mentioned, is Monaco track number 3. And finally kicking us off then with the night stage. And, yeah, this one, you all know this stage off by heart by now from the arcade mode and the stage that we've done previously. It's just a regular normal stage. We can cut the corner. Up into 4th, Marcos Mantis didn't really get a good start. He's rolled it. Oh, and we're going to go climbing the mountainside as well. That's fine. Oh, there's the Marcos coming up behind, I think. Yeah, it is. It's a shame that the AI don't illuminate the road as well, unlike you. If you turn your light off, you just see the headlights of the cars, but they don't actually do anything. They just light the back of your car up, and that's about it. Oh, there's a 40s spun. Through the little business district. Everyone's trying to sleep. Just making a ruckus coming through here, even though all the lights are on. They must be working late. And there we go, that's a lap complete. Time of a 1... Oh, well, almost a lap complete. Would have been a 1:35 as well, hadn't I not crashed. Try and cut the corner again, and the car just bogs down too much. We're actually losing by 0.6. Unheard of. Oh, there goes the Mantis. It's alright, he'll crash going around this corner, I reckon. Or not, we're just going to spin instead. Yeah, I'm really not trying too hard on this one. I'm just literally just want to get this done and dusted. So I don't care if I come 6th. Once we get the championship done and this video done, then it'll be the end of Max Power Racing. I'm not sure then whether to do C3 racing at some point as well, which is the European version of this game. It's identical in every way imaginable. But yeah, it's just under a different name. Or just get on and do the American version, which is, of course, is all in pickups, and every stage is situated around the United States in some way, shape or form. But the version I got, which is the Steam version, is so laggy, it's awful. Alright, bugger off Ford. Right, he's crashed. Good. Last lap then. Cut across. No, that didn't work. No, that didn't work at all. Well, bloody hell. I'm curious to see who actually is going to win this race, though, because the Mantis and the Ford are at the back with me, so it could be the Supra or it could be the 300ZX. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Or maybe even the Evo 5, who knows? No, I don't reckon it'll be the Evo 5, to be honest, because he's very sluggish on this championship. That's usually between the, you know, the better of the second lot of class cars would be the Supra and the 300ZX. Ooh. Oh, well, it doesn't matter now anyway. It's over. This championship is done. We are the champions. Hooray. And there we go then. So we win by 10 points in the end from the Nissan 300ZX, who finished first. Then you got the Max Power Project, finished fifth. Then the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 5 and the Toyota Supra with the Marcos Mantis bringing up fourth place overall. So yeah, with that, we have the final outro, and I'll let it play all the way through this time. Wasn't that exciting? Yes, well worth it. Congratulations, Player 1, you are the High Performance Professional Champion. Notice how they cut off the high, H-I-G-H. They had to cut it off because the text wouldn't fit. So it's High Performance Professional Champion. Yeah, stuff like that. Anyway, that is it. That is the championship mode done. That is arcade mode done. The game is complete. So yeah, if you go to select season, there is nothing else. Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? Yeah, we've done everything, so abandon championship, yes. But wait, there's more. If you go to arcade mode, highlight Peru, I believe, and press circle, square, R2, R2, R1, R1, you get a little sound effect, and you get max power track. Let's go and have a look, see what it's like. And yes, this is the special secret bonus car you get. It's a Nissan Primera in the guise of Matt Neal's Super Touring car. So, yeah, have a look at this. Absolutely wonderful. Now, you only get one race, sadly, and it's all against the other Nissan Primeras as well. All the other drivers are driving Nissan Primeras. So, yeah, you don't even have a replay function either. It's purely just a one-off race around a one-off track. And, yeah, that is pretty much it. So we'll win this one fairly easily anyways. 3-lap event. And the AI are really, really, really easy on this one. But the car is exceptionally fast, as you can see. Go on, get out of your way. It has quite a lot of grip as well. Surprising they didn't put this track, say, on the, I don't know, the USA stage, so you've got a bit more room to fling the car around corners as we go flying. Yay! And what do you get for winning this stage? Nothing at all. You don't have the car unlocked for the championship or arcade mode or anything like that. This is purely a one-off, which, yeah, doesn't really do anything. It just gives you a little bit of added extra for the content that you get. And we've really botched the look of the car, so. But of course they would have added this car in because it was actually sponsoring the Nissan Primera that Matt Neal was driving with Max Power. And of course the 100 Plus company name as well. And that is lap 1 complete. 2 laps to go. Few corners to go. And like I said, you don't even get the benefit of a replay when you complete this race either. It just literally kicks you back into the main menu. Which is a shame. But there we go. Hooray! Winning time 5:34 and best total time 4:52. So yeah, see, it just fades out to black. And that is it. So, hooray! Right, let's get back to the main menu then. And we'll wrap up here. So yeah, that is Max Power Racing done to 100% completion. And I shall leave it here for now. Let's have a look at the general options. And we'll go to, yeah, you got the win sequences there as well that you can look at. But we'll just play the credits. So thank you very much for watching as always. And I'll see you next time for something else. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you then.